Location. The Japanese territory is in Northeast Asia or East Asia, east of the Eurasian continent. It is surrounded by the Pacific Ocean, the Sea of Okhotsk. Nationality Japanese, the Sea of Japan, and the East China Sea. Language. The most widely spoken language in Japan is Japanese. Several dialects, and the Tokyo dialect is considered standard Japanese. Religion. A very high percent of the population, 90.5%, is a believer in Japan. The majority religion is Shintoism. 84.74% of its population profess it. Population. The population of Japan is 126,529,100 inhabitants.
Geography. Located in East Asia, 70% of the country is covered in thick forests and mountains. The weather during the seasons. Each season of the year in Japan has its charms, which come with changes in temperature and climate. Spring is cold, windy, and generally sunny with skies. Summer in Japan is very hot and humid. Fall has the weather clothes. The colors of fall begin the countryside. Winter, the areas are covered by snow. The winter stays cold.
Landmarks. Tokyo and Kyoto are the best examples that traditional and modernity take place in this country. The Buddhist temple with impressive architecture, for example the Sensoji Temple and Horiji, and some attraction of Japan. Osaka is one of the tourist places in Japan must visit by international tourists. Hiroshima is one of the places to visit in Japan of great historical and natural importance. Akihabara somewhere is Tokyo and temple for anime and manga lovers.
Holidays. January 1st, New Year. This is the most important holiday in Japan. Second Monday of January, Coming of Age. The coming of age of 20 years old men and women is celebrated on this national holiday. February 11, National Foundation Day. According to the earliest Japanese history records, on this day in the year 660 BC, the first Japanese emperor was crowned. February 14, Valentine's Day. In Japan, women give chocolates to men on Valentine's Day.
Kimonos, sake, calligraphy, flower arrangement are some of the concepts that define the Japanese tradition. A culture that is abhorred by the standard bearers of cuisine, anime, the different and quirky, but also culture of gastronomy, and the lover of forms, the appearance, beauty and beauty, harmony, tranquility, and silence, respect.
Food. Tempura. It is a simple frying of seafood, kanikama, meat, or vegetables coated in flour. Soba. It is a type of wheat noodles that are eaten both hot and cold and are usually served in soy sauce. Yakisoba. It is a plate of red soba noodles with very varied ingredients as fish, seafood, meat, and good amount of vegetables. Takoyaki. It is a kind of flour croquette with a piece of octopus inside.
Celebrities, important people. Hayao Miyazaki, Japanese cartoonist, director, and producer. Akihito and Hirohito, the Japanese emperors. Akira Toriyama, the most famous mangaka of all time. Shinzo Abe, current Prime Minister of the Japanese archipelago. Masaaki Kishimoto, famous mangaka, creator of the popular Naruto series.
Traditional Japanese instruments. The traditional and folk music of Japan is characterized by the sweet and soothing melodies, the sound of string and wind, and the most delicious percussion, shakuhachi. This wind instrument is a bamboo flute with 4 holes in the front and 1 in the back. Biwa. The biwa is a lute with 4 or 5 strings. Samisen. The samisen is a 3-sided lute and was one of the most important instruments in Japanese music. Koto. It usually has 3 strings with a mobile right and is played by the tips of the fingers. Japanese art. Like all arts, they come from Asian cultures. The base of these aesthetics are centered on the sacrament element. It is dwelling in the excited of multiple invisible forces, goods, spirits, of the crops, of the home, of the ancestors' powers. They move with the cosmos and the humble objects. All this is represented in Japanese art.